You are watching today's news on NTV. My name is Nguyễn Thị and I will be your guide through today's latest update. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris' election campaign has amassed approximately $500 million in funding within a month since July 21st, when she became the Democratic presidential candidate. The significant fundraising achievement show that many donors have put full confidence in Harris ahead of the 5th November election.
Support for Harris surged rapidly after Joe Biden announced his withdrawal from the election, publicly endorsing Harris as the Democratic Party's presidential candidate. In the first week of her campaign, Harris received $200 million in funding. By comparison, Donald Trump's campaign received $138.7 million in July, currently holding a total funding of $327 million. At the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, Harris officially accepted the party's nomination for president candidate, challenging Trump for the White House. A recent poll indicated that 50% of respondents expressed support for Harris, higher than both Biden and Trump during their 2024 election campaigns.
Russia has announced the formation of 3 new military units to strengthen security along the border with Ukraine, as Ukrainian forces claim to advance deeper into Russian territory in the largest cross-border incursions since the conflict erupted over 2.5 years ago.
Russian Minister of Defense Andrei Belousov stated that the country has established 3 new military units to bolster security along the Ukrainian border in Kursk, Belgorod, and Bryansk. These units are responsible for protecting civilians and territory from Ukrainian attacks. Meanwhile, Ukraine's top commander Oleksandr Sysky said his forces had pushed 28 to 35 kilometers into Russia, capturing 1,263 square kilometers of territory, including 93 settlements in Kursk province. Russia claims to have repelled Ukrainian advances in Kursk, causing over 4,100 casualties and destroying more than 420 tanks, armored vehicles, and various weaponry.
On August 21st, the National Assembly Standing Committee convened a question and answer section regarding the implementation of resolution on thematic supervision within the framework of the 36th section. This marked the first time the Standing Committee implemented a re-supervision activity through a questioning section.
Chairman of the National Assembly, Truyen, stated that the Standing Committee will spend 1 day and a half to question about the implementation of resolutions on thematic supervision from the beginning of the 15th National Assembly's term until the end of 2023, covering 9 areas. According to the chairman, this marks the first time during the 15th National Assembly's term that the Standing Committee has undertaken re-supervision, demonstrating its responsibility in fully supervising the implementation of the National Assembly's requirements and recommendations, thereby comprehensively assessing challenges and timely finding solutions to enhance the responsibility of the supervised agencies.
Coming up next are some updated news.
Deputy Prime Minister Tran Quang has approved the adjustment of the midterm public investment plan using central budget funds for the 2021 to 2025 period. Accordingly, the foreign-funded public investment plan allocated to the Ministry of Science and Technology for the 2021 to 2025 period will be reduced by 3,096.19 billion Vietnamese dongs, while the midterm public investment using central budget funds will be increased by the corresponding amount in the same period. Apart from the Foreign Ministry, 10 localities will have their midterm public investment plan increased, with Ho Chi Minh City received the highest budget of over 1,503 billion Vietnamese dongs, followed by Nghệ An province with over 589 billion Vietnamese dongs.
Vietnamese rice prices are rising continuously, reclaiming the top position globally, as traditional partners unexpectedly increase rice imports. According to the Vietnam Food Association, the price of 5% broken rice from Vietnam, which is being traded at $575 per ton, is $14 per ton higher than that of the same type from Thailand and $34 per ton higher than that of the same product from Pakistan. Vietnamese 25% broken rice exports also jumped up to $539 per ton. Compared to the world's leading rice exporting countries, Vietnamese rice currently has the highest export prices. With the rising imports from partners, Vietnam's rice exports this year are expected to reach 8 million tons, generating over $5 billion United States dollars, a new record high.
In the first 7 months of this year, the General Department of Customs reported that the country imported 91,637 completely built-up cars of all types, marking a 14.8% increase from the previous year, the second highest level so far. However, the import value of completely built-up cars by the end of July had only increased by less than 1% compared to the same period in 2023. The number of cars with up to 9 seats imported into Vietnam increased by 17.2% or 10,972 units compared to the same period last year, reaching 74,601 units, accounting for 80% of completely built-up cars imported into Vietnam. On average, Vietnam is importing around 355 cars daily.
Along with unique cuisine, distinctive clothing, and the melody that moved people's heart, the traditional bamboo weaving craft of the Thai ethnic people also create unique cultural feature. With skilled hand and a passion for his craft, Mr. Kha Van Thương from Tham Bông village, Tham Quang commune, has been diligently preserving and passing down the precious cultural value of his people through the traditional bamboo weaving craft. For nearly a decade, Mr. Thương Small House has become a workshop of making bamboo products for the villager of Tham Bông. Starting with household items, he has created many more designs with sophisticated pattern on each product, such as chair and trays of different sizes.
In Thai tradition, bamboo chairs are essential. The more beautiful they are, the more the family and neighbors praise them, so I am very motivated to produce more.
Every product made by Mr. Thương must undergo multiple stages, from selecting materials, processing to weaving. The meticulousness and patience in its process result in durable and beautiful products which are highly appreciated by people.
The first time I saw it, I found the product very beautiful, nature-friendly, imbued with cultural identity of the region. I really liked it and wanted to buy the product to bring home.
In 2022, at the Vietnamese Craft Villages Festival, Mr. Kha Van Thương excellently won the special prize with his bamboo and rattan dining table set. This is the pride not only for himself, but also for the Thai ethnic community in Tương Dương Highland region. Mr. Thương also wishes to establish a handicraft bamboo and rattan cooperative, expanding production scale and creating more jobs for the locals, while being ready to pass on his craft to those interested in learning. With dedication and love for his craft, Mr. Kha Van Thương is not only a tradition keeper, but also the one who lights up the future of the traditional weaving profession. The last news has ended our bulletin today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.